and I'm going to beat him across the board. Like, the idea isn't to win if I get this sort of scenario. No, it's to beat him everywhere. I'm going to knock him out.
You're going to knock him out?
The idea is to get in there and put it on his face. Hiding in the corner. Lurking.
He's hiding in the corner.
Yeah,
like the rat that he is. Keep that bit on the interview. We want this. I'm here with the one and only Robert the Reaper Whittaker. Robert, mate, how you doing? Welcome to Abu Dhabi.
Very good.
Finally,
very good.
Khamzat Chimaev this weekend.
Yeah.
What are we thinking? What's going on?
Mate, stay on task. Same task as last time. It's not like, I tried fighting him 10 years ago and he's ducked me. It was just miscommunication in the last 6 months.
Miscommunication? What does that mean?
We're here. Well, he got sick or something and he couldn't fight last time. So, mate, second chance.
Was that a legitimate sickness? What was it? Food poisoning or something? Mate, I heard.
You'd have to ask him, buddy. Like, I don't talk to him. I don't call him up and be like, hey,
allegedly.
Are you sick? No.
Well, it is going to go down this weekend.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you get the job done this weekend, what is it? Costa, Ikram Aliskerov, then Khamzat Chimaev, then it's got to be a title fight, right?
Yeah, it makes sense. But honestly, my plans go to the 26th. It's just, I understand the gravity that this fight holds. I understand the hype that is behind him and then the caliber of fighters that he's beaten. He's a dangerous opponent, and out of respect for that danger, I've trained harder than I ever have before.
And rightly so, because let's be honest, he's a monster. He's a monster in there. In the first round, he's shown he can dominate everybody. I mean, look what he did to Kamaru. Granted, Kamaru took it on short notice and he stepped up a weight class, but nobody really picks him up and does that and dominates him. But he has shown, and you probably know what I'm going to say next, that when he gets past round one, he starts to fade. I know as a fighter, you're expecting him to go the distance at a high pace. But what have you game plan for? Like, what do you think he will do, realistically?
Mate, I've trained to sprint with him in the first, from the first second to the last second. I'm ready to swing and throw and fight takedowns for 25 minutes. And I'll go as hard as he wants and push it further. I'm solely looking to be the hunter in this fight.
All right, this video is sponsored by Premier Fight Picks, which is owned and operated by Bardia Helmi, a top combat sports bettor and analyst with an all-time 70% strike rate, publicly tracked over 6 years. So, if you like to bet on fights and you're looking for help picking winners, then visit PremierFightPicks.com. With Topuria versus Holloway coming up this weekend and 6 more events scheduled in the next 7 weeks, now is the perfect time to sign up. Bardia is offering weekly, monthly, and yearly subscriptions to get you in on the best MMA bets, quick picks, and analysis. There is a total of 6 bets posted for UFC 308, including several underdogs, a parlay, and a couple of props, with plays on both the highly anticipated main and co-main events. Sign up now to view this content and more, including an underdog premium bet for next weekend's UFC Fight Night, Moreno versus Albazi. Lastly, follow Bardia on Instagram at Premier Fight Picks and on X at PFP Handicapping for access to free bets, analysis, and fight breakdowns. You must have saw that video of him recently with the Olympic gold medalist.
No.
You didn't see it?
No.
So he was doing the rounds. Olympic gold medalist, I think like 70 kilos or something. So a smaller guy. He was doing well, and then he's grappling with Rockhold, and he's doing pretty well there. Do you think he has any weak areas?
Mate, there's as many weak areas as I'll make, right?
Yeah.
Like I confidently go into fights expecting their best day, like expecting him to put his best foot forward, and I'm going to beat him across the board. Like, the idea isn't to win if I get this sort of scenario. No, it's to beat him everywhere.
Well, you're never the type of guy to back down from a fight. You know, you've been in there with the best of the best. You know, you name it. It's a who's who of mixed martial arts, and you always, as you say, you stand your ground. You know, you're not dancing around the octagon and avoiding the fight and trying to outpoint them. You're there to fight. I was talking to him earlier. He feels like you're going to be running away.
No, mate.
I'm shit stirring there a little bit, but I had to say it.
Perish the thought, mate.
Perish the thought. Perish the thought. How do you win this one?
I'm going to knock him out.
You're going to knock him out.
The idea is to get in there and put it on his face.
Do you think 185, the weight cuts, the problems that he's had, you think the longer the fight goes down, the weight cut's going to play an effect on that and it's going to affect his ability to take a shot?
I think it depends how hard he pushes the pace in the first round, right? I definitely believe that the longer this fight goes, the more advantages I have. But I look to stack the advantages in the first round before anything else. The idea is to get in there and to take the fight to him, to make him uncomfortable, to control the fight from the first second. And like I said, he's a very high-skilled guy. He's a very good guy. If I give him half an inch, he'll take it, but I'm not going to.
Does this excite you, this fight, because he is undefeated and he has this, he has this reputation, he's the bogeyman, he's the bad guy, he's smoked most people he's been in there with?
It doesn't, not really. The reason it excites me is because of like where this fight will take me.
Yeah.
Like how much better this fight will make me as a fighter, as a person, right? I'm a big believer in like tests and trials making me better. And mate, this fight will do that too.
After this one, Sydney. I hear they're going to be coming back to Sydney. Is that on your radar?
Christmas is on my radar, mate. I've had a lot of camps this year, so I'm going to have a good Christmas with the family and then worry about.
How old are you now, Rob?
33.
30. That's crazy, man. You've been doing this. When did you sign with the UFC? I know it was on The Ultimate Fighter. When was
2012.
that? 2012. So 12 years, and you're still only 33 years old.
Yeah.
You're a bastard. You're a bastard.
Hang it in there, mate.
I know. How long do you think you'll keep going for? I know you don't think about that, but when you do sit there with your lady at night and,
2.5 years, I reckon.
Another 2.5 years.
Yeah, I like the number of 36. I think that's a good time to sit down and really look at what I'm doing and what I want to do after.
And what do you think you will do afterwards? Have you ever thought about that?
Mate,
will you be hanging around like a dickhead like me, interviewing fighters, or you'd be like, screw this, I am done with that?
I got no idea. I think I want to coach a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe a fireman. I don't know. There was
A fireman?
Yeah, why not?
Would you go and do that?
Why not?
Steve Miocic does it. Why not Robert?
Yeah, maybe it's great. I don't know, dude.
Go save some cats.
I feel like 36 is a good age to just like really dive into whatever else I want to do. Still young enough to still hit some numbers.
You can completely reinvent yourself at that point. Still do anything you want. Yeah, but you'll be the richest fireman. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because he's going to have done pretty well for you. I got to ask you about Strickland versus Dricus. What's your opinion on that?
Like the fact that it's happening, or the
well, it's rumoured to be happening. I don't know if it is. Yeah. I don't know. But it's rumoured. How do you feel about that?
My honest opinion, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think about it. If they want to punch on, let them punch on. Like,
if they were to fight, we saw the fight one time. I had Dricus winning it. It was a close fight, though. If they were to fight again, who would you pick?
Dricus again.
Yeah.
I can't see what Strickland can do differently to change the outcome.
Being champion or getting a rematch and beating Dricus, what's more important to you? Because I know...
Being champion, for sure.
Being the champion.
Definitely.
Rather than avenging a loss.
Yeah, well, like, I'm not that caught up, hung up on things like that.
On your own ego.
Yeah, like, it happens. You have good days, you have bad days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
More good ones than bad ones. All right. Well, I won't take up too much more of your time. Main event, there's a lot of people talking about Max Holloway, Ilia Topuria, of course. Phenomenal fight. Have you got an opinion on that? It's
very hard for me to tip against Max, but Topuria is probably the highest skilled guy Max has fought, I reckon.
I know.
And, mate, the problem is the way Topuria dismantled Volk. It was so out of the ordinary, everyone thinks it's kind of like an exception, not, the average. But I don't know. I think this fight will cement.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to waste your time. I don't mean waste it. I mean, use your time talking about another fight. But he did just get knocked out against Islam. Do you think that played into that?
Maybe. But anyway. I think Volk's a hard fight on any given moment, right?
Of course he is, yeah. Right. As are you. Rob, you're the man, big fan.
Thank you, Mike. Take it easy.
Right.